physical mode is started. Physical moods are on. It is all set. So let's grasp it, in our forthcoming meetings. Maybe it's a board, maybe it's a regular meet. We should try meet physically. The fear of this thing is going away because people really want to meet, enjoy the fellowship together. And what is more required is togetherness. So we all want to do that. So you be prepared for another coming meet, which we propose to host on 10th September.
Thank you, Salil, and thank you, Professor Balram Gupta, for inviting me to join here. And during my research in PhD, I studied quality management systems in detail across India in different industries. And there I developed that why can't the same system be adopted in the field of education, in the field of service. And this is what I will be discussing today with all of you. So serving humanity through total quality management, that is what. So before that I start, what is how we can link the two. Some brief about total quality management. Basically, if we talk, it is this word or this concept is used more in the industry. Industry is using day in, day out total quality management. And specifically in the last few years, when the competition has been growing across the globe. And when we talk of total quality management, the concept is too wide and we always adopt some portion of it as per our requirement. But the main feature of TQM is quality of all processes. We have been talking of quality of the product, but TQM talks of quality of all processes, whether it is research and development, whether it is human resource development, whether it is production, whether it is marketing. So we are talking of all processes where quality has to be maintained. Then we also talk of flexibility because today's business environment, today's social environment is changing so fast that we need to be flexible and change according to the environments. The third thing, he always talks of the teamwork because they say that any one individual or one department cannot grow the organization. So we have to be work as team. All departments have to be put together so that we can grow as an organization. Another step is infrastructure development. TQM talks of because they say that keep on improving your infrastructure as the requirement changes. We are talking of today, we are talking of Industry 4.0, where the innovations are so fast that few years back we were talking of robots, and today we are talking of manless cars. Few years back we were talking of lathes, today we talk of flexible manufacturing systems. So the change has been so fast that TQM says that you have to keep yourself updating day in, day out. And of course, we always talk of innovations, we always talk of creativity. And the last step that TQM always says is customer delight. Thoda customer thode to kinna khush hai. That is the thing. Thoda to customer satisfied is one issue, but is he really happy? That is what TQM talks of. So we will consider these aspects, whether how we can link it with the service to humanity. Okay, when we talk of service to humanity, generally all the voluntary organizations, non-voluntary organizations, government, everybody is talking of huge humanity to their service in different aspects. Take it skill development, take it employability. But I feel that all of these can be summarized in three parts. One is education to the each citizen of the country. Second is improvement in the environment. And the third is the health improvement of each citizen or the health of each citizen. If we talk of these three, we can cover a lot of things in the service to the humanity. And more so if I say that if the nation is educated, then the other two will come automatically. Whether we talk of improvement in environment or improvement in health infrastructure or improvement of health, the main point is, are our population well educated or not? And now when we say education, it is not the learning of the facts, not the information that our people have, but it is that can we think differently? Can we have a vision? So we will be talking today that how education system is today and how we, if we adopt TQM, how we can improve our education system. And I'm starting from the education system of pre-nursery level and in the most of the rural areas or inaccessible areas where the education is really poor. Voluntary organizations and Rotary has been doing a lot of good job as far as the education is concerned. But again, who is going to teach them this aspect of conception? The teachers. Are our teachers trained to do it? The major hurdle that the government is going to face in implementing this aspect is that are we ready to teach our students the new concepts or not? Again, I say that some of the responsibility might fall on voluntary organizations or non-voluntary organizations who are doing a great job to the humanity as on today. Evaluation I was talking of. The total quality management system says that evaluation has to come as a team. Do we give them the projects? Do we tell them to do a project where you can think differently, innovate something, and then evaluate the student on the performance rather than putting an answer in the question sheet, in the answer sheet and evaluating them? So that means that when we talk of TQM, we talk of teamwork, we talk of getting results as a team, we talk of innovation as a team. Similarly, in the schools also, it can be 5th class, 7th class, 8th class, where we can evaluate them on the basis of the concepts, on the basis of the projects they undertake. Of course, when we are talking of infrastructure development in TQM, we are talking of latest technologies to be installed in the schools. So I will just give you an incident. Last year when the lockdown happened, तो मैं एक स्कूल के प्रिंसिपल से बात कर रहा था एंड ही वाज गिविंग इंस्ट्रक्शन टू वन ऑफ हिज टीचर्स कि आप ये जो मैटर है ये बच्चों को ईमेल कर दीजिए, ईमेल से भेज दीजिए. एंड इमीडिएटली ही सेड सर जे मैं ਇਹਨੂੰ ईमेल ਤੇ ਭੇਜਦਾ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਕੀ ਬਚੇਗਾ. That is the type of ignorance our teachers have, and this is in a school in a semi-urban area. So what I mean is that when we talk of technology, we also must use technology in a way that it can grow the child, it can make them more visionary. And before that, the teacher has to understand how to use the technology. We always talk of creativity, we talk of innovation. Schools and colleges, you will find in so many colleges there is innovation centers, but in schools in rural areas, I can tell you that the children in the rural areas are much more creative than those in the urban areas. You go and do a survey, you will find so many new ideas coming from those students who have studied very little, but they know how to find out solution to the problems. ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਜੁਗਾੜ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ, ਜੁਗਾੜ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ rural areas or semi rural areas ਦੇ students ਤੋਂ ਮਿਲੇਗਾ. So can we hold some competitions, some camps for them to be more creative? By the time they will start growing, they will have their mindset of conceptual learning. They will have a mindset of innovation, creativity, and that is what is required. जब हम कहते हैं that students, everybody today says the students which pass out from our schools and colleges are not employable. We will be doing a great service to the humanity if we start teaching the students right from the day he enters into the school to be more creative. Let him play with the sand. Let him play with the words, let him play with the figures. Instead of that, he should start remembering the formulas which are all written on the net and in all the books. Let's tell them how to use those formulas, how to create something new. That is when we talk of serving to the humanity. And of course, when we say that customer delight, who are the customers of those students? The society. And is the society happy with those students or not? Multidisciplinary. We have to make them flexible. We have to make them think differently. Today, even if I talk about myself, I'm basically an electrical engineer. I superannuated as head of the production, head of the plant of a mechanical engineering company, did my MBA in human resource management, and my PhD in quality management systems. So that is the diversity which is required today. लेकिन if I go by my students जो नीचे स्कूलों में 3rd, 4th, 5th class में हैं, they are not clear what is ahead of them. They are just trying to remember what is written in the books. और अगर books में से समय नहीं लगता तो internet से देख लेते हैं. They don't go to their elders to get the information or get the concepts cleared. So in my view, when we talk of service to the humanity, when we talk of total quality management, if we pick up these 4-5 principles of total quality management of processes, teamwork, innovations, technology, vision, I think if we take these and link them with the education system of today, and even if it is primary classes in rural areas, we'll be doing a great service to the humanity. My point is that can voluntary organizations from a hardware part of the education also lay emphasis on the software part of the education, where we can train the teachers to be more flexible, to know more about what is required in the society, and train the students accordingly. So this is what I want to say today about the TQM and the future of education in India. Thank you, Talil. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sanjeev. You really made the equation so simple. The TQM, to me, it appeals team, the queue of members. The members, who are asset of an organization, if they form a team and they work on this quality, nothing is impossible for them.
Right.
Sanjeev, let me tell you, we have a program running in Rotary International. We call it RILM. That is Rotary International Literacy Mission, under which we have promised that by 2025, the whole India would be literate. We are working very hard on that part, and we are reaching students. We are reaching people who are not at all on education path. We are teaching the laborers. We're anywhere, you find us, we are working for those kind of people also under this RILM. So now, what I find from your lecture, it is not TQM, it is TQMP. I've seen TQM for the materials. I've seen TQM for the mechanism. I've seen TQM for the minds. But TQM for the humans also I've seen. But today you have given me another lead, the process. So it really leads to TQMP. This process of human, touch which you have given us certainly needs ratification time and again. And we should also improve our working so that it is acceptable to the people we are speaking to, it is acceptable to the public we are teaching about. Thank you very much for doing all this.
Hello.
Now,
I just
I
want
would request, please.
add here.
Please.
Well, yes, we are reaching to the laborers, we are reaching to everybody. So my point is, are our teachers capable of teaching them? So
Very good.
If we can train our teachers, probably they can train hundreds of students. Instead of that, we go and train them. So my point is, can Rotary or any other voluntary organization start teaching the teachers as how they can make the youngsters a good human being. That is what I want to say.
Well,
Let me explain. Under Rotary India Literacy Mission, we have a program for teaching the teachers, and our club has already done that.
That's great.
It is an annual affair which we are doing.
past 4-5 years, we're doing that, and we find they need this training.
Yeah.
We find they're just on subject matter. They're not knowing anything about otherwise. As you spoke about environment or you spoke about the health, nobody knows much, That is Rotary. They're taking this part into their time also.
Salil, like to add here when Dr. Vora is mentioning about teacher training. Now, another aspect which I have seen is that किसी भी स्कूल में प्रिंसिपल अगर रिटायर हो जाता है तो what generally is done is the senior most teacher is made the principal. This is a general concept at a lot of places. Now, whether he knows the administration or not, whether he knows that how to take the school to a higher level or not, he is not aware of it. So can we also, along with the teachers training, start that to train the principals how to run a school? You might be doing it. Dr. Vora is maybe well aware of it. But if we are not doing it, let's start doing that. Can the how to make principal a good administrator also? Because then at least he can lead the school to a new heights.
Yes, this point is well taken. I think in future, we may seek your support also, as well as we'll also try to work it out. We should hold this kind of course also for the principal. No worry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Sanjeev, I would like to add that in health profession, in medical, there is MHA, Master in Hospital Administration.
Yeah.
What you are saying, something like that should be in education also.
Yes, exactly. Absolutely right.
Dr. Sanjeev Gupta, can I get into the discussion also?
Yeah, please.
Let's have an appraisal of the system also. What you said, that was conceived by UGC also, and they started with the academic staff colleges.
Right.
In every university, they started with the academic staff college with an investment of about, say, 50 crores to 40 crores. The Punjab University and the separate department was established. It was in 81.
Sir, no, sir,
Sanjeev.
we keep into the system. Keep going to
Can I
children.
say one sentence?
Renu ma'am, please. She is an
Can I
educator.
say one sentence, Sanjeev?
Yeah, please, ma'am.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Sanjeev, if the principal, who's the administrator, has very good coordination with the staff, I
Yes.
think nothing is impossible. Everything is possible. Only you need to have good coordination.
Yeah.
When you're on the same platform with the teachers, you can achieve that success. Otherwise, you cannot.
The point is, if somebody is not like that, let's train.
Yes, we have to teach them. We have to be friendly with them and teach them.
Yeah.
Thank you.